All right, so I did my smoke cup base. I painted it white, several layers to get it smooth with no, it was not universal white. It was Flippin' Awesome pure white. Then I did the smoke all over my cup. And then I sprayed it with Mod Podge acrylic spray. This is what I used to seal that. I let that sit overnight. I did the sniff test. I can't smell it anymore, but I'm not going to be moving on to BT right now anyway, so it's fine. This is the tattoo that we're going to use. So now I'm going to try to measure up where I'm going to put it. First, I'm going to take it over this package. And I'm going to go ahead and trim it. So I'm just going to get close to where it's at. And trim it all the way around. These are a lot easier to work with than you would think. Okay. Alright, so get rid of that. And then I'm going to try to line it up. I think these work best on the 30-ounce skinnies because you can get a lot of room on here. Okay, so I'm going to try to... I'm actually going to try to end this right around here because I want to get that whole cross on the other side. So I'm going to cut right here. So this will be on this side. You see it's going to be a little bit short, but that's okay because we're going to ink this cup and that'll work out fine. Alright, so we're going to cut. Actually, I'm not going to cut that off. I'm going to leave that on there. Now I'll go ahead and trim it. Alright. Okay. Alright, so all you do is just peel it off. You're going to place it on there how you want it. Wrap it around. Hold it on there tight. I'm going to take my water bowl over here, a paper towel. I'm just going to go over it with water. See how you can see wrinkles there? I'm just going to smooth those out by rubbing across it. And you're going to get some wrinkles in the tattoo sometimes, and that's fine. I mean, it just adds to the look of it. It doesn't look bad once you get BTing all over it. All right, so I'm going to peel it. You'll notice some bubbles. It's a little sticky on top, so I'm going to take the paper towel with water and I'm going to dab. Probably also going to get some bubbles in there. Once this is completely dried, you can go back on there and press those bubbles and they'll lay flat. Don't rub with a dry paper towel because you're going to take some of it off if you do. Just pat it. Okay. All right. Try to line up where I'm at here. So just like you did the first time, wrap. It's okay if it comes around the front of the other part you did because it's going to all blend together. See how pretty that blends? I mean, you can barely even tell it's two pieces. It blends beautifully. Okay. All right, so I'm just going around again, dabbing it. Try to get the bubbles out. I'm gonna let this dry for just a little bit, a couple hours, let it get good and dry, get all those bubbles out. And then I will come back and finish this recording out, showing you how I ink these cups to blend everything in. All right, so I use kitchen sponge, and you'll notice that there's like ink all over this and it's like really hard. I put it in water. I don't rinse these out after I use them either, but look, that's clear. That stuff dries and it doesn't even really bleed. So I can use this over and over again. I already wet this one, so I'll use it. Sometimes the corners might get hard, and if they do, I just cut them off. Alright, so I'm going to use some pink ink and some purple, possibly. I haven't decided yet. Alright, I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to dab it in the ink. And go around the edges. And I'm just going to do this. The smoke gives it a really good effect, so I don't really want to put too much on there because I like how that looks. And I'll go back and forth over that, blending it until I get it like I want. But I don't like these harsh lines, so I try to use ink to blend those away. Of course, you're not going to do that with pink because pink is too light. But I wanted to use pink to bring out the pink in the cup. So what I'm probably going to do is use some pink and black to blend. I just think purple might look a little too muddy. Okay. All right. So I'm going to grab that one. I'm putting it over top of this green I had before because it's dry, so it's not going to bleed. These are Bombay inks. I love them. I use them all the time. And I'm just gonna keep blending until I get it to look like I want. And I'll keep going back and forth over that line, blending until I get it blended in. And it looks crazy now, but I promise it'll blend in a little bit. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and when I come back, I'll show you how I finished it up. Okay, so I'm back. I finished inking it. I used pink and black. It was magenta and black of the Bombay inks. You'll notice you can't see that line anymore. I blended it really good. I even went into the cup some with the ink to make sure it blends really well. So what I'll do now is I'll let this sit for about 4 hours to make sure that the ink is good and dry. You'll go back through and you'll look, make sure there's no bubbles. If there are, you'll press them down. And then I will start the BT, get it all good and shiny, and then it'll be done. I'll show you guys pictures of this when it's completed with the BT over it, and this one will be up for grabs. Leave any questions that you have below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.